Splinter Cell Blacklist, Premature Evaluation for Wiki Game Guides. I'm giving single player a big thumbs up. I am really liking the single player and the co-op missions for this game. Actually, right now, I'm playing a co-op mission solo. For multiplayer, I'm giving it a sideways thumb, I think. And right now, mainly that's because of server issues I'm having, and it feels pretty laggy.
So it's
and I'm
taking
on a
away
PC.
some of the fun.
It is. It's getting really frustrating, and it's like, and the matchmaking isn't skill based at all or level based. So I'm getting matched up against people that are much higher level or much like way too low of a level. So it's fun, but the matchmaking and servers aren't there right now.
Wait a minute. There's people that are better than you at this game.
Right, I know.
don't buy it.
Well, not on the second mission of single player right now. I'm first in the oh shoot, forgot about that camera. So right now I'm playing a co-op mission solo.
What does that mean? Is it separate from the main story?
Yes. So there are, I think, 16 extra co-op missions in addition to the level 11. Shoot, did I just fail the mission? Yep. So,
wow, that's brutal.
So yeah, this series of 4 grim side quests, if you get spotted, you fail instantly. And that's kind of the mentality that, or like one of the things that I really like about this game is that, it is brutally difficult, and it encourages you to be super stealth. So there are 3 like scoring systems in this game. There's Ghost, there's Panther, which is essentially killing people but being stealthy about it, and then there is Assault. And Ghost is the way that I always play these games, and that I would assume most people like to play Splinter Cell games. You know,
it is known for stealth.
It is known for stealth.
Not for
exactly.
running and gunning.
Come on. Oh, okay. So I just got spotted again, so I got to restart. I'm doing something wrong here, so let's find a different way to do this.
So what tools do you have?
What tools do I have? Well, you got the typical tools. Like right now, I got sleeping gas. I've got the EMP chaff grenades, which will knock out cameras and lights and stuff like that. I've got sticky shockers, so I can shock the Jawa.
Oh.
And knock people out. Ooh, that's a camera. Oh, it's not going to see me anyway. Oh, God damn it, I'm playing really poorly. Well, like, this is my first time through this level, so I really don't know it very well.
So you're showing off how difficult it actually is?
I'm showing off how difficult the game is. Now, it's actually a very... I'm just going to knock these guys out. Screw this. So I get stealth knockout points, but the game, you actually get more points if you... Ooh, this guy's going to... Yeah, if you completely avoid them. But I'm going to knock this guy out with a sticky shocker. I got lucky to hit him. He was kind of like right on the edge of my range there. So I'm still being stealth, but what's going to happen is if someone finds one of those dead bodies, or not dead bodies, knocked out bodies, it's going to get put into like an alert mode, and it's not going to be as easy to get it. And I think it's going to kick it over to Panther points, meaning like they know that I'm there, but so I'm not completely Ghost.
Oh. They're like, someone was here.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, back to my original point of like, this game is crazy difficult, and I think that's what fans of Splinter Cell are looking for. That's what I'm looking for in a Splinter Cell game. Like, it encourages you to be super stealth and avoid people as much as possible and not kill people. Whereas Conviction, they didn't do that, really.
It was a step away from the traditional.
It was a step away from the traditional. So this game, like, I don't think this is going to win. Whoa, what's that noise? Oh, the dead drops around here. So that's like an extra. So like every level has these dead drops. We can get a little bit of extra cash, but I got to figure out how to get onto the roof. So let's try to do that. Oh, maybe it's out here. And they're usually pretty well hidden. I mean, like, so I bought an upgrade that will put the dead drop locations on the map, but it's still kind of tricky to figure out how to get to them. So I can't climb up there. I think this is it. Got to go up here. And then... I don't know if I can alley-oop. Sprint. Nope. Can't. Just alley-oop.
There's no jump.
There's no jump button. It's Splinter Cell. There's a hang from ledges button. And
very tricky.
Let's figure this out. That's kind of the fun thing about these games. So, like, Splinter Cell to me is a puzzle game. It's like, how do I get through the level without being seen, without killing people, doing it as efficiently and as silently as possible. And co-op route. Okay, so this is a dual breach door right here. I bet that's how you're supposed to get that thing. So if I was playing with the second person, I could get through this door and kind of find an alternate pathway right here.
Mm-hmm. But you also risk the chance of them getting seen.
Right. So on this game mode, when we played this at E3, like,
I died a lot.
you died a lot, and it would make me fail, which is super frustrating.
Yes.
And it doesn't actually tell you who gets spotted, but a lot of times you're just like, oh, that was me. I screwed up. And yeah. Okay, so let's avoid that camera. Go this way. All right, now we got to go to the B objective. So, what are your thoughts? What are your questions on this game?
How's the story?
I skipped most of it.
Okay, so it's not about what's happening.
No,
That's not why you like it.
that's not why I like this game. I skipped almost every cutscene. I mean, that's just how dual boost.
How
Shoot.
you do it every time.
That's how I play most games. Like, I don't particularly care about the story. Like, the game has 2 cutscenes to win me over.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't bad, they just weren't super compelling. And I'm much more interested in the gameplay itself. So I gave up pretty quickly on the story for this game.
Okay.
Not that it was bad, it was just not what I'm particularly
And how long
here
is
for. It's got 11 missions. Obviously, if you play through like a full Rambo style, it's going to be much more difficult. But it's also, or no, I'm sorry. If you're just going like full kill everybody mode, it's going to be much faster.
Okay.
Whereas if you're like trying to go stealth and trying to get through the levels without getting spotted,
testing,
right?
things.
Like testing for weaknesses and stuff like that. Yeah, it's going to be a lot longer. I would say, you know, a good 10 to 15 hour campaign. Okay, now that's a heavy. I need to get behind him. Okay, these guys, you have to knock them out from behind. The heavies are a huge pain in the ass. You can't use a sticky shocker against them. You can't
gas.
You can't just like wait for them to come around the corner at you. Oh, there's a sniper. That's not good. All right, let's knock this guy out. Sticky shocker. Sticky shocker. Try to avoid that sniper up there. So like my first time through this mission, or any mission, I'm knocking out most people. My second time through, or when I'm making a walkthrough or something, that's when I'm going like, oh, guards are suspicious. So I lost my money bonus because apparently they found a dead body. But whatever. I haven't failed yet. That's still a big step forward. So yeah, because the tricky thing is if I fail, I have to start from the beginning on this kind of mission only. On the normal single player missions, you've got a lot more time. Ooh, another heavy guard. 2 more heavy guards. Shoot. You've got a lot, like, they're frequent checkpoints. It's actually very well checkpointed.
Oh, that's good to hear. So saving, not an issue.
Right, exactly. So let's climb up. Let's take out this sniper. Hello. Oh, can I not climb up through that window? Gotta
So
go up
you're
and over.
playing on PC, but you're using the Xbox controller.
Yeah, so that's one kind of complaint I have about this. The PC controls aren't fantastic. I mean, they work. And especially when you're playing multiplayer as a merc, when you're in that first-person shooter mode, the PC controls are better. But I prefer, I'm using an Xbox 360 wired controller right now to get through this. That's my preferred way to play. What other Splinter Cell games have you played, Dan?
One,
The very first one?
Splinter Cell.
Or one other Splinter Cell game?
The first one.
Oh, God. That guy's coming my way.
On a computer that probably had 4 gigabyte hard drive. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
A super powerful
rendering
beast.
shadows was like a crazy thing.
Oh, that's right. This game was kind of like a tech demo when it first came out. I was like, oh, look at all the shadow technology we have. I forgot about that. All right, come here, dude. Come on. So, yeah. So back to the original Splinter Cell. I think that's what this game does best. Like, it does a really good job of, like, you know, getting back to the roots and having that crazy stealth challenge. That Conviction kind of lost sight of. Oh, come on. All right. Stay there. Don't go. Oh, I wanted to do the falling knockout.
You should like always be in an air vent in a Splinter Cell game.
Right, yeah. If you're not constantly going through air vents and climbing along pipes and knocking people out from corners and stuff like that, then It's not a Splinter. Oh, geez, that's a lot of
Yeah,
lasers.
I mean, Tom Clancy has plenty of action games. I'm glad they're keeping Splinter Cell stealth.
Yeah, me too. All right. But at the same time, like I said before, I don't think they're going to win a ton of new fans. So I used the EMP on that little controller right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just walk past all the lasers, then permanently turn off the laser thing. And now I can get the files.
Nice. So why don't you think this is going to win new fans?
Well, okay. I mean, who's picking up Splinter Cell at this far into the game? It's not a new franchise. You kind of know what you're getting. They lost Michael Ironside as a lead character voice, who's really good.
I don't know anything about that.
Michael Ironside, if you saw his picture, you would absolutely know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm drawing a blank on any movie he's ever been in. I'm sure as soon as I look at his, I won't do that right now while I'm talking. But he did the voice for Sam Fisher for every other Splinter Cell game, and like losing him, that's kind of like losing Snake. Or
Snake?
Right, exactly. That's like losing Snake in Metal Gear Solid.
David Hayter,
yeah, exactly. But they replaced him with 24 guy.
Oh,
what's his name?
Jack Bauer.
Yeah, Agent Jack Bauer. Agent Cat Bauer.
What did you say, Michael Fireside?
Ironside. Yes.
Ironside.
Mm-hmm. So how do I get to this laptop over here? All right, how do I turn it off?
Okay, he's known for Total Recall,
Yep.
The Machinist, Top Gun, Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
known
Top Gun.
for.
That's why I know him.
I know him from
Starship Troopers,
Total Recall.
all the
and
above,
most.
basically.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a couple bonus things hacked. Now I have to get to B, and then I can get out of here. Ooh, there's a camera right above me. And I mean, like, you know, like any good game, it's got a ton of challenges for you to complete through it. A ton of. It's a very well polished Splinter Cell game.
That's
for
awesome.
single player and co-op. Now, what's kind of interesting, which I haven't explored into a ton yet. I've tried so there's 4 categories of co-op modes.
Uh-huh.
This is the Grim mission that I was talking about before. And these are they all seem pretty similar, or the 2 that I've played for Grim.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you have a couple objectives, you can get them in whatever order you want, and then you extract. The Charlie missions, I think they are much more, they're like the Horde mode in Gears of War, which is like wave after wave of enemies. So it's very non-traditional
really different
for Splinter Cell. Yeah, you can knock people out. That would be incredibly difficult, but it's just waves of enemies. Then there's also, so I beat it. Not too shabby. Let's see how I did. And then there's the Coben missions, which are, how do those go? Anyway, they're 4 different kind of categories of co-op challenges, and they're all very distinct.
Okay.
They're not all just one-offs of single player straightforward missions like that one was there.
They're interesting.
But I thought that one was the best one to kind of show off a typical single player mission, even though it was co-op. So, this is one of my favorite things about the game, the results screen, because it tells me that I went ghost.
Mm-hmm.
And the previous and Conviction didn't do this. It didn't really encourage you to be stealthy. Mm-hmm. This game is like, okay, everybody you knocked out, you were doing it stealthily. You did really well as a ghost. The Panther is the one I was talking about before. That's when you kill people, but from stealth. And then Assault is you're just using a machine gun and mowing everybody down. Now, I don't think you can actually get gold without playing co-op or with a second player, which is why I did kind of poorly there. Why I didn't
do any of those like breaches and
any of the dual
help
breaches.
the other guy up the cliff.
Right, exactly. So some of those you're going to have to do as 2-player. But yeah, let's take a look. So one thing that I think is pretty interesting about this game is that it has one economy, one currency for everything. Mm-hmm. So the money that I just earned from that co-op mission, I can spend on upgrading my co-op player, in addition to spending on Spies vs. Mercs, which I'm going to show off in the next video.
Okay, that's really nice.
Yeah, so, well, yeah, let's take a look at the customization for single player before we end this. So there's a ton of customization, but as you can see right here, it's all one currency. I've got $2.7 million to spend. I've already bought most of the single player upgrades. You get a couple different loadouts. So if I want to go assault, get all armor, 0 stealth, and just like a big ass machine gun. Mm-hmm. But this is the one I like to use as the stealth one with the crossbow, silenced guns, and tons of like stunning weapons and stuff like that. So there's a ton of different goggles to upgrade, a bunch of different gadgets. Like incendiary grenades if you want to go assault and stuff like that. But then you also get sleeping gas, the tri-rotor, sticky EMP, sticky cameras, sticky noisemakers, like the traditional Splinter Cell stuff.
Yeah.
Nothing new and mind-blowing, but still
cool.
Still, like, you know, what you expect from a Splinter Cell game. Mm-hmm. And I've said this like 5 times, but Conviction screwed up. But this is not Conviction. They learned from their mistakes, I think. Op suit, ton of upgrades. You know, make you more stealthy and stuff like that. And you can, you know, like customize all the colors for different parts of your armor and things like that. I don't really know how much that affects. Yeah, there's Sam Fisher doesn't wear pink, dude.
Oh man.
That was in the new voice actors contract. Yeah, actually, and you can buy
violet. Oh, you can get pink.
Yeah,
you can get pink eyes. Pink eye.
Pink eye. Sam Fisher's got pink eye. All right, like that. You know, tons of pistols. Tons of weapons, and then the special weapon, the crossbow, with the noisemaker, EMP, and sleeping gas grenades to fire from the crossbow. I use that all the time.
That's a sweet.
That's an essential upgrade. Yeah. So so that's basically a quick rundown of what the single player and co-op missions kind of look like. And be sure to check out the next video for the Spies vs. Mercs breakdown. All right, game on.
Game on.